Hey! Hey, friend! It's been a while. How are you? Glad to see you. Welcome to Duluth. This is where I live. This is home. Yeah. Great to see you again. Sorry, it's been a while. Been a little busy with life and whatnot, but I'm home now for a little while, out exploring my own backyard. I'm here along, and I honestly don't know the name of this little creek. It's a little inlet going into Lake Superior. And it's been raining all day yesterday, and the storm's just starting to break. In fact, there's just a little bit of blue sky above me right now. And there should be some pretty good looking storm clouds out over Lake Superior, which is just a short walk that way. So we're gonna go take some pictures. I'm thinking maybe some long exposure stuff, smooth out the lake. I know that comes as a surprise to all of you. Long exposure? That can't be. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some of that. So, hey, I'm glad to see you. Wanna hang out? Let's go. Come on. Well, this is a bummer. Apparently, this is all private property now. And they don't want you playing in their backyard. I'm sad about that. It was a really pretty little view of the lake down there. But I guess the flip side to that coin is, if this were my backyard, I probably wouldn't want a bunch of strangers wandering through it either. Okay, well, I guess this is where we punt and we make it up. It's a little short trail back to the car park, but there's a couple of spots along this little stream and inlet that might make for some nice photographs, some nice long exposure stream stuff. So let's go explore that a little, see what we find there. Wah, wah. I'm sad. A little caution tape. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's anything here really worth shooting. It won't be anything new that I haven't gotten. It will be water over rocks. And while I love water over rocks, there's nothing really spectacular about this water over these rocks. So I think we're gonna pack it up. I think we're gonna head a little bit further north on 61 along Lake Superior and see what we can find. I'm bummed. I'm bummed that this place is closed off to people now, but like I said, if this were my yard, I wouldn't want people trotting through it either. So, you gotta respect the sign and people's property. And we're just gonna move on and find something else. All right. It is pretty though, right? Come on, it's pretty. So I've come down the road probably about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour from where I was at Sucker Creek, which is now private property. And I've come down here to the Split Rock area along Lake Superior. I come here a lot. It's kind of a fail-safe, gorgeous little spot. I mean, look at it. Really, it's kind of great. So we're gonna come here. There's these pylons sticking out here into the lake. I'm gonna try to do something fun with those. I've tried before and failed. Try again, see if I can do it. I have a problem with composition, and that's something I'm going to try to work on a little more. I've always liked foreground, middle ground, background, and take a picture of a pretty scene, and that's nice, but I always struggle with like leading lines and what's the real subject of the photo. I always capture an image of a pretty scene, and while that's gorgeous and fun to look at, there's not really a story behind it. So we're going to work on story in my photographs now. Just another building block. It's part of the thing I like about photography is you can always get better. So I've come down here to Split Rock, where I can usually find stuff of interest to shoot. It's gorgeous down here. Lots of rocks, big giant lake. The sky is full of drama this afternoon. Not sure how long I'll have this beach to myself. I did see two other photographers getting out of their camper van up there at the parking lot. Matter of fact, there they are. So I'm gonna play around here, see what I can find, and keep on keeping on, yeah. All right, so I'm sticking them close to the camera this time, try to keep it from falling over. The wind just took it right into the sand. But the composition, as you can see, these pylons here are leading in from the bottom right hand, and I've got this cool cloud formation, this triangular cloud formation up above me. So bottom left of frame, top right of frame, kind of leading us in. 2-minute, 40-second exposure. So I've got a polarizer to kind of take the glare off of the water. 3-stop soft graduated neutral density to knock the sky down a little bit. And then a 10-stop neutral density just to give me that long exposure and really smooth out this water. I think we're gonna call this one, if it comes out, I think we'll call this good. And explore around a little bit more. I'm gonna play with these pylons a little more. There's just something really great about these that I like, and I think I'll always come back to these pylons. They used to be part of, I guess this used to be a logging facility. So they would float the logs down the river, pile them all up, and then ship them off to elsewhere here on Lake Superior. So that's what this used to be, as a dock for that logging camp that was here. But then around this corner over here to my right is another great rock formation leading out into the lake. Got some terrific stuff over on that side, which I've actually never been to, so we might explore that. But right now, we're just gonna wait for this exposure to finish up, see what we've got, and then we'll move on. All right, so we've just wrapped up from over there on the beach. There's little pylons. We were just over there. And then we've made our way over here to this great little trail that kind of leads up and around the corner to this little rock peninsula that juts out into the lake. And I've had some good luck here in the past. So we're just gonna kind of come and see what we find this afternoon with these cool clouds in the sky. Storm's kind of broken, is moving out. So we're gonna see if we can't get something kind of fun and interesting there. And as always, just enjoy the day outside. So, around the corner we go. So I've come over here to this rock outcropping here, set up here on the edge, looking out over the lake, and I'm shooting that single rock right there. It's a really minimalistic composition. It's the one I was actually after over at Sucker Creek. That's where we were at the beginning of the day. This is the type of image I was after, really simple. There was an old rock, used to be a boat dock out there, but you can't get to it anymore, so can't take that picture. So I found this rock here to take a picture of, doing a really minimalistic, long exposure, just the rock, just the sky, really simple. But my setup here, shooting at 105 millimeters with a polarizer, again, take the glare off the water. 3-stop neutral density, knock the sky down, knock the exposure of the sky down a bit, kind of even out my exposure, top to bottom. And then a 3-stop neutral density to slow down my shutter speed. So I'm shooting at a f/16 ISO 50 and 3-second exposure. 3 to 6, depending on where the clouds are in the sky. But it's just really simple. Just kind of milky white water because it's getting the reflection of the clouds in it. And then this kind of blue and white puffy clouded sky. It's really simple and really pretty. And in fact, might become a black and white. Chances are high that it will. This kind of scene just lends itself really well to that. But I'm happy with it. It's kind of exactly what I want. And we're just gonna kind of move on from here. All right, here we go. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it an afternoon here from Split Rock. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. But the sun's starting to come out. Conditions are getting a little bit harsh for photography. And more importantly, I need to go home and take the dogs to the dog park. They need to get out and run around a bit today. So yeah, I guess that's it here from Split Rock. I just want to take this moment to thank you for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. And tell your friends. So from Duluth, Minnesota, here in my hometown, so long, and we'll see you next time.